Hello everyone. I hope you are okay. Thank you for joining. So let's get back with developing our epicenter, the front end and back end and Docker and all of those goodies all combined in one project, open source, ready for you to use. And it's gonna be good. So I'll just put some music while okay, so not this album. I wanted something with a slow tempo, but I'm having troubles finding some. Let's hope this is the case. Please let me know if it's too loud, if the sound is good. That would be cool. Hey Pedro, how are you? Vê lá. Don't you listen to the music or to my sound? To my voice? 1, 2, sound. Damn, this is not good. Oh, no music. Okay, so I'm going to go with the one for YouTube audio library. I need to find my voice. Is it also too low? 1, 2, sound. Moment. One, two, sound, 1, 2, sound. What about now? Is it better? Okay, so Sergio, hello Sergio, you hear okay the sound? Pedro does not. Maybe someone has headphones, the other doesn't. One, two, sound. Is it clipping? Sound, 1. Yeah, maybe it's better. So regarding to music, just started the music right now. 1, 2, sound. So is the music soft enough? 1, 2, sound. Starting to share the screen. Oh, already did. No music? Okay, so let me put that maybe 10%. One, two, sound. Yeah, I have an audio mixer on the way. It should arrive Friday. So I will be able to control everything by myself, but until then... Hey Joe, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for watching and for your feedback. Everything is sounding good, so yeah, we're good to start. Let's do it. Okay, so we're back with our epicenter application, which is an internal application for a... Oh, in the headphones is too loud, so just a second. I will slow down a little bit the music. Now it's at 7. Because 5 someone was not listening. Maybe this is the sweet spot. Okay, So I'm gonna go inside the API folder, which is Laravel, and we are running it with sail, so sail up -d, and this has just lift our backend, and we can make sure it's running. Also, we'll be going into our app folder, which has the frontend Nuxt application, and let's run npm run dev, and it should be running real soon. Okay, Joe, so what is Epicenter? Yeah, let's make a quick recap. You can catch everything from the previous live streams. github.com/hjpatricio epicenter. So, in a nutshell, Epicenter is a starter kit, so you can start your applications. If you are doing one application that you find appropriate to build with Vue, Vue.js, Nuxt, Vuetify, Laravel, and Docker. So it's not exactly a starter kit, but maybe a boilerplate to start from. It will hold your hand from zero to hero. So it's from the first step of development until putting into production, and keep deploying all this with all this tech. You can find a YouTube channel. In the YouTube channel, all from scratch being built. I'm doing everything live. And in the blog, you can find all of this in the GitHub repository. It's ready for you to use if you want. And in the blog, you will find a more detailed description about what's the scope of the application. But exactly, it will be an internal tool. So a restricted area with user credentials that will have a few boilerplate of a few controllers and models and database. But what distinguishes this apart from others is that it will have renderless components. So you might use these components and you change it to whatever you want. So they will give you an opinion, but if you want to change them, you don't have to program them from beginning. Also, you are not fixed just to use a given functionality, so you can change all the template and all the functions. So yeah, that will be good to build. Let's see. Hope you enjoy, and everyone. So let's get back at it. So it should be running right now. I hope I answered correctly to your question. Yeah, no worries, no problem. Okay, so signing in. When we go to the form, the login form, the default user and password, it's already filled in while we are in localhost. And when we go in, we have already, of course, a navbar and the navigation drawer. And let me refresh again. So when we go in, we go to the backend, we get some news from an endpoint, and we will be getting an Ajax request and rendering these cards with some news. Okay, so let me grab something I want to show you for the first component today, and it's going to be, let me see if I can find this. I'm doing something in a Figma or Excalibur diagram, I can't remember very well. Yeah, so it's in Figma, and I'm opening it, and yeah. So the component we will build today is for listing some links. It can be folders, it can be whatever. It can be for the media library, it can be for going into a new page. It doesn't matter. What we'll be building is exactly this component. So yeah, there are some flows over here. Okay, so the trigger of this event, it doesn't matter, so I will explain. So it's a component that will go to the backend, and it will retrieve a list of files, folders, links, whatever, and we will be able to search for something. We'll be able to paginate, or maybe infinite scroll, and also we can list by grid or list. Grid, large grid, list, large list. So yeah, this is what we'll be doing today. So yeah, let's put our hands onto this. And as a first step, I want to go with the backend. And for now, it doesn't exist anything, so there's just a news controller rendering some news. What can we do? We can do the same, or maybe, yeah, let's do a more complete thing. I will put this into this side. Yeah. So I'm going into the API folder, going inside the container for Laravel. So now I can run PHP artisan and run commands. So I'm gonna make a model with a controller, PHP artisan. Let's make a model. Also, I want to see what we get. So let's make a migration, seeder, factory, policy and resource controller for the model. Yeah. Oh, right. And Pedro is also reminding there's another way we can do this. If we do sale artisan, we can also do it from outside. It will defer the commands for the inside. It's just a matter of taste. Sale artisan, thank you, Pedro. Sale artisan, so make model. I want to see what can we do all together. So migration, seeder, factory, policy. Oh, it's too much. So maybe we're gonna make a controller, factory. Yeah, also sale composer. Yeah, that's true. Sale npm, sale. There are a few of them. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so this one, let's make a seed factory. So SFCM. SFCM. So our model will be a collection. It's a collection of things. It doesn't matter what it is. It's a group of items. So yeah, let's call it a collection. And we created a model, a factory, and a migration, a seeder, and a controller also. So these are our new files. So maybe let's start with our collection table. So we go into database, migrations, and a collection table. So what will we have? We will have, this is just for the starters, it doesn't matter for much. Right now all the DB model or schema, let's just make a title and a kind. So let's go with making a column. It will be a string, title, and also it will have a kind. That's it. That's it for collections. So also we will be looking at the factory. So we can build many factories really quick. So we will have a title, and this title will be a faker. Do we have a title? Yes, we do. So cool. Also kind. I'm not sure what we're gonna do here, so we will make a function. No, if we invoke, no, we need a sequence. How was that? So Laravel factory. I want to generate a random thing. So no factories. Where are those? From Eloquent, probably. Yeah, right. So no. Laravel 9 count as posts. Model factory documentations. This is what we're looking for. So is from PHP unit, Pedro is saying. All right. So I think we'll have it here. Count 5, yeah, persisting models. So here we go. So new sequence, and from here, yeah, we will have one or the other. And I guess we can even give weights to how many of those will be happening. Can't remember really well. So even it's not important for right now. So the kind, I think we can do it here. So if I collect one kind, it can be music albums, right? Or they can be movies, for instance. And I want to get the random one. Let me check if this will be invoked for each one. Yeah, I think so. So let's check. So now we go to the seeder, because we now have a table after migrating. We now have a factory, and we will use the factory inside the seeder to make plenty of those. So let's make a collection factory. No, seeder. Let's go to the seeder. We will call another class, which is the collection seeder in the general database seeder. Let's never run it in production. Yeah, we could call the factory with the sequence here. On the faker you have the random. Oh, so that's cool. That's what I was looking for, right, Pedro? So this will be if app production, no, environment production. So in production we will abort and never run, and never gonna let you down. Yeah, so that's something. Okay, cool. So collection seeder will run, and this will be using collection, the model, factory, right? And now we want to create, and if we say we want 50, we should be able to have 50 after we seed. Sale artisan, migrate fresh seed, there we go. Oh, and Pedro gave us already cool solution, here we go. So if we go sale artisan tinker, and if you go to collection and all, we get 50 already. Mr. Movies, Miss... Oh, this is a title for a name. So yeah, we have music album, movies, music albums, movies. So it's random from the collection. But also I enjoyed to see the one from Faker. So let's go to the collection and do... I guess it will be the same, right? This Faker and random element. Yeah. So yeah, we should be good to go. The same way. So I wanted the Faker PHP. I guess I wanted a title, not a name title, but I don't remember. Where can I find this stuff? It's not a title. Also color name, first name, street name. Is this okay? Will this be cool? Let me check. Sale artisan, migrate fresh seed, collection all, Annabelle River, Casey Berg, Amy's Plains. Yeah, I'm alright with this for now. Okay, cool. Hey Adrian, hope to find you well. Welcome, welcome. So we should already have 50 collections in our database. So we're gonna go with our controller, the collection controller. Oh, but I want to make it inside the API namespace. So yeah, it's refactored automatically, so that's cool. Check in artisan tinker with faker title. Well, Adrian, that was my first thing, but then this title was giving Mr. or Mrs. or Miss, so it's like the person title. So I went with the street name because I don't. You just arrived. I want to find names for collections of items. So maybe it's you have many movies. It's a collection of movies or a collection of albums or something. So I'm looking for those kinds of name. So we have a controller, collection controller. I was thinking I wanted to go with route discovery. Still not sure if going with invocable controllers or not. but right now let's do it like this. So let's return collection, the model. Whoop. App model. We want to return equity and paginate the default. This is good for now. Let's put it in our authenticated routes. Okay, so let's make a route group, or maybe in the middleware. So the route service provider, I mean. Authenticated API. I don't know. I don't want to pre-optimize before seeing everything. So let's put a middleware. Oh damn, why was I? Let's put auth sanctum. Oh no, it's not like this. Then we're just gonna function, give it a callback and register other routes. So yeah, let's gonna go with API/collections, right? Let's go to collections controller. Collection controller. Simplify, and in the index group, yeah. So we should be good to go. So if we were to make a request to, oh, not here, okay. Well, so much to do. Maybe we could start with a feature test, but I think I'll jump right into our Nuxt application, and let's go and make just a page for collections. I'll just grab from what is here. Oh, so nothing, it's totally default. Oh, we have already a Pinia store from before. Yeah, it was just an example. Let's find it later. Okay, so collections. Let's just make sure it works. So collections page. Cool. So if we come and type collections, yeah, sure enough we are in collections page. So I want to go into the navigation and add an entry for that. So we need a translation also. Where is the dashboard? Menu, user menu, menu.dashboard. So yeah, this is where I want to group. No results. Oh, menu.dashboard. Yeah, right. So let's make a collections entry. So we can use menu dash collections. Let's go into collections. And what can the icon be? So material, design icons. Let's go. what could it be a good icon for collections? Do we have something? Yeah, image multiple, bookmark, not sure. Rhombus split. Not just pictures, I meant. So, group. Not so bad. Okay, I want to grab this notation. I want to grab this. And I want to give MDI format list group, and if all went well, I should wait the recompilation. It happened. Yeah, sure enough. We now have a navigation. We go for the dashboard. Oh, we're getting an error while getting from the backend. And what happened? Not found exception the route. So why is that? API.php. Oh, and I deleted the other route. So yeah, my bad. So the news controller, let's get it back. Duplicate this and that. Okay, sure enough, if we click again into dashboard. Oh, we are already on that, so after I click again, yeah. We are back into track. Let me find a way to have it, the navbar. Oh, it has to be so big. Okay. Collections. This is a page. Dashboard is another page. So cool. We can get it. We can get it. Yeah, all good. So, for the collections, we want to make this listing. So first of all, we want to get data from the API while we navigate for the page. So, and then I want to use a component that will be ready to use and change. So, let's just make a method that would retrieve. So, let's get collections. So, we need a data key that is a callback that returns an object. It will have collections. It's gonna start as an array. So, and when we invoke this method, let's call this. We injected an API object. And for the ones just following along, we have a plugin in Nuxt that we create an Axios client from the base Axios Nuxt Authios module, and we just create one with the config base URL that we defined in the Nuxt config. So here it is in Nuxt config. If we are in production, we are going to put our URL here, or get it from process.env your var, your thing. Alright, but as we are not in production right now, it's gonna point to localhost, and that's it. You just have an Axios, and on response we will return, the promise will return the data from the response and not the original response. So it will be a little bit quicker. Yeah. So let's go into API and get /collections. We already have the base URL with API, right? Yeah. That's cool. So let's get /collections, and then we have the data, and let's update this .collections to data, right? So So if I were to refresh, let's head to our inspector. Let's go into components, and the component is called collections. No, how is it called? Collections. So source layouts default. Where is it? Inside Nuxt. It's an anonymous component. Do I need the name here? It should be a page, something. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So the collections are empty. Why are they empty? Did we go to the backend to get... Oh, silly me. So when we get this component created, let's get collections. So after a refresh or a navigation, we should have gone to the backend, and we did. So this, oh yeah, it will be nested. So this dot collections equals data dot data, because it's a paginator, right? And even so, I want to see something else. Or maybe I want to get the paginator, collection paginator. Maybe I want it all. I want to get the paginator. So let's leave it like this. So Adrian, sorry, I didn't see the immediately. So Adrian is asking, is there a reason to use Vue without inertia? Well, of course there is a reason. We are using Nuxt. It's just because it's a matter of taste. Inertia is very cool. It solves lots of problems, just not the best fit for me, as applications. I don't know. Maybe maybe it's just me, but I'm using lots of Ajax. I don't really love the idea of having the backend as a store and just have props that are immutable, rendering to a component. I just like, it's just like the mental model of the thing. I'm using a store, Pinia, and making Ajax requests, and that's good for me. It feels all the same, just like inertia, because it's Nuxt. So each time you make a page, you will get automatically a route defined. There is Sanctum to go to the API, so you won't even feel a thing with Nuxt auth module. You have, for example, when you go and the modules, you can find in the previous stream how easy it is to use. So when you use auth, you have exactly the Laravel Sanctum plugin, and it feels just at home. The cserf cookie, the API, when you are authenticated, all the state, it's still safe. Of course it is. If we go to check the cookie, it's HTTP only, so you get all of that. The session, it's a stateful API, so it's not all the troubles of making a OAuth API or something like that. It's really simple, and the mental model working with mutable state, it's better for me, and with a store, yeah. So that's why. But maybe in some applications, of course, inertia is a better fit. Okay, so we're speaking about Nuxt and the documentation. I can get it when the component is created. I can use this lifecycle hook to get the collections, but also there's another method, and is the async data. Yeah. I guess these will come. And it's also to working server side and whatnot, so it's also another possibility. So let's see how this goes. I guess it's just can be easier way, so let's compare. No problem, Adrian. Ask away anything, and please let me share your thoughts also. So Adrian is also commenting. I just use Livewire nowadays. Last time I used Vue was 3 years ago. I'm kinda outdated on front-end framework stuff. Oh yeah, I know the feeling. We can't be updated on everything, right? Sometimes we are missing out on some information or some methods, but it's all good. It's pretty much similar to... Okay, so maybe with Vue 3 and Composition API things changed. So yeah, there's that. Also, I don't know much Livewire, so it's just my mental model is more on the sides of Vue, but Livewire is also amazing, so yeah. So let's make this bar with this name, so this will merge. We don't have to do the get, so whatever we get here. So let's make our slash collections, and let's not start these collections. Yeah, so yes, of course, Adrian is able to follow along everything. Yeah, it's very easy. For someone who did Vue already 3 years ago, this is no issues at all, I'm thinking. What changed was Composition API, and Pini it will be a little bit different, but you'll keep up for sure. Okay, so let's see if we are getting this data just by using this hook from Nuxt. It's not from Vue native, but it's from Nuxt. An error occurred. Okay, so let's check our console. What happened? $get. We don't have it. Why? Oh, because this $HTTP is not there. So okay, so let's get, this is the context I'm thinking, so let's get $API is our object. So let's refresh, and there we go, no errors. So if we go and check, we already have the collection paginator without having to explicitly set. So yeah, there's the native Vue method for you to use, but also the async data is maybe quicker. Maybe we can find few we can make few Ajax requests or whatnot. We would return this object that will be merged for data properties. I'm not sure what will happen with if we have nested properties. What control can we have? Maybe let's check that. If I have a form that has a name and it starts foo, what if I want to change it to bar? Maybe I'm gonna go with form and name and make it bar. So did it refresh already? I think so. So collections, yeah, the name is bar already. So yeah, this is cool. if we just follow the same structure, it will directly change it. So I'm going with this async data. So let's keep our methods object, our creator also empty. So yeah, I'll keep these next to data, and not sure if leaving this for an example, but I guess not. So Joe is also asking something. Question: do you prefer the Options API over the Composition API, and why? So I don't prefer one over the other. I guess it's a depends kind of answer. So maybe if I would have to choose, it's difficult. I prefer the Options API because it reminds me of a class. It's an object with the same structure. You have data, computed properties, the hooks, the methods. You get some kind of structure that defines how you do things, and this is good when it's not so big and you have multiple colleagues or developers programming. This gives some kinds of structure. Of course, when things get big, these files get very difficult to navigate up and down. I find myself, and I guess you also, splitting the files, and yeah, it gets kind of messy really quick when things go big. So Composition API is amazing to solve this. I'm not very much fan of using the composables for everything, having to make new files. Then you have just plain JavaScript. It's good, but then you can do whatever you want, like you want, and things can get also messy. So yeah, there's not a left or right answer. So I love both, and it's good to have them at the same time. We can choose, and we will use them for sure. So not sure if it's the answer you were looking for. So yeah, it's not one or the other. It depends. Sorry if I'm not answering like you want. Maybe you want to add something more. If you give me a concrete case, I will render a better opinion for sure. So Adrian is commenting, cool. So you can have some initial data and overwrite it when async loading is done. Yeah. And abuse it to replace skeleton with the actual data. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah. Cool. So we already have our collections state. So let's start with this. So I want to go with Vuetify, and the template we are using. So what can we use to put our, I think we'll start with a card, just like, starting with a card, using all the space, all the horizontal space. And maybe I think this is a cool place. I think it's the same. Oh guys, I'm using still Vuetify and Vue 2 with Composition API installed and whatnot, because Vuetify and Nuxt are still in release candidate versions. So yeah, I want to go with something mature. Everything, all the modules, all the packages are on a final version. So yeah, that's the reason. But we're already using Pinia instead of Vuex, and Composition API. All of this is possible. So yeah, this is the native, and this is with styling, the different styling. But either way, it's gonna work good. I got a few cards. So yeah, it will get just a title, right? Yeah. So I can find this v card which has, where is the interval? Oh, it's the v call. Okay, so let's get the v row. Pretty sure it will work just like here. Oh, it's here already also. I'm gonna say it's the same or not. Is it the same or not? Yeah, I'm thinking yeah. The shadow might be different. No, same. Cool. So let's go where this goes. So card in cards. So not here. So a card will be in a collection paginator.data. That's where each item from the database is. And it's exactly title. So yeah, we can use card ID, for instance, and it's the card title that it's called. So sure enough, if... Oh, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Property of method cards. Oh, so it didn't save. Or it saved immediately, but then the auth model reload broke. So I just refresh. And I was expecting to see some stats. Why not? Collection paginator. Oh. No, this is not good. We should have. What did we get from the response? We got the paginator data. Try to pick one thought, have some concentration, and if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day. Service getting the data. I don't get it. Response data. So let me console log this res. Yeah. So our data has a data nested. So I'm not. Maybe is it Nuxt reading a data property inside? I'm not sure. Let me check. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. Oh, the watch could be changing, yeah. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Yeah, mounted will not work in the server side. That's cool with us, we're not using it. There's a fetch hook. Okay, so maybe this is even better to use, as we can see. Fetch key, sidebar. I'm not getting what this is doing. Fetch key, get counter, this, some other data. What? Get counter is a method that can be called to get the next number in a sequence as part of generating a unique fetch key. Oh, okay, so I'm not sure if I get it, but Oh, and this is cool because it takes care of the state of the Ajax, so this is cool. This will spare us few code. So let's make the fetch method in the base object, and I wanted to say, oh, so it's not emerging anymore. I will have to say, yeah, but that's good. This dot collection paginator equals collection paginator. So yeah, save and refreshing, I guess. And why is the collection paginator? Yeah, so this should be an object at the beginning, for starters. And yeah, I don't need to have this like that. So why is this object empty? Making a request to collections, so it did happen. It's in the created method. Whoa, what happened here?
Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway.
Okay, so we are passing here, right? Yep. But why is it still empty? Adrian is asking if don't I need to resolve the promise. I don't think so, because we are awaiting, right? It's async, so this will wait to the... I think if we console log this, I'm pretty sure this is the result. Let me check, thank you, yeah, and it is. But what happens? Refresh, collections. Why is it returning an object with a data key, but then we just get the items? Why don't we get the current page, the links to the next page, and so on? This is driving me crazy. I will get this out. Let me delete this idea. Not delete, but comment at least. So, yeah. Why? Whoa, this is all new to me. Because, yeah, before it was working. Well, I'm not sure. But some magic is happening behind the scenes, that I'm sure. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's remove the magic, and what will come, it will be equal to the collection paginator in the response. So after we refresh now, we should have... No, we don't. So let's make it like this. Console.log and collection paginating. I'm gonna filter the songs. Okay. So there we go. We have a paginated object complete. And we're going to make this dot collection paginator equals to the collection paginator. And am I crazy or what? If I will refresh the collections as an empty object. Why? How is this possible? Let me spread into a new object. Refreshing, and it's still empty. Whoa. How is this possible? But even so, we are also... Maybe you're right, Adrian. So let's then solve it, because... Okay, so here we'll have the response. I'm just not having... So this dot equals response.data. So I'm not even sure why we need to equal to this. Oh yeah. What? Because... Yeah, this is just waiting because it's response.json. If I were to do it like that... Yeah, why is it still empty? Because I would not even need to await, right? I would just get, and then when I'll solve it, I would just solve it, right? So r.log we don't have the these. Let's check it. Adrian, I'm guessing if it's in the created method we should have it, and we do. We have our handler, we have our data. So yeah, I guess I will revisit this later. I want to continue, and I will revisit this problem or this issue outside of the live stream, just to be quick. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. So if I start the collection paginator with full bar or full 1, 2, 3, what happens if I console log this dot collection paginator? Right? I should have it. Refreshing, this.log is not a function, and correct, it's console.log. So let's refresh again, and it's undefined. Why is that? Oh, there's so if I don't solve it with a short closure and return a full, whoop, can it be that? So the scope inside data, no, of course it should be, yeah. So we have these, but we have this reference, the context, but we don't have the collection paginator inside. Isn't this crazy? Whoa. So it's gonna be context, it will be this, and the object will be collection. Okay, so let's refresh. And yeah, our object is undefined, but our context is defined. Yeah, I will dig into these other day. So our API, it's correct. Is correct. Our API plugin. So let's just revert and get with the async data. Damn, so much time here. Oh, and we can't go back. We can't undo anymore. Okay, so let's call it async data. Yeah, but it was clearing. Never mind. Let's get our collections. Let's go with the native Vue stuff. So $API, the plugin .get. Let's go into /collections and let's get data and this .collection paginator. It's gonna be equals to our data. So yeah, won't care about this. And when the component is created, let's get the collections. So let's just refresh, and we do already. We have how many? 15. We have 15 collections. So, oh right, it's in responsive mode. So there we go. Yeah, so this is cool. We are already iterating. So sorry guys for this mess. I will check it later. So collection paginator, it will have a data which is empty in the beginning, but of course it wasn't able to iterate, but it didn't give any error also. But yeah, this is cool. We already have this, and maybe we will use some pictures. We will need some pictures, some placeholders, or so maybe let's use, oh, I guess it should be in the script. Yeah. So Adrian is checking something. Thank you, Adrian. If you can find what it was, I'm still not sure. I'm still poof. Just let's go into, oh, to do that we would need to change car.title, so it would need an image. Where is that? The image. without params. Okay, I'll try it again. Oh, it's card.source, so let's find the collection. No, I don't want to call it card. I want to call it what it is. It's a collection. Okay. Should be good. Collection.image. Let's go into our migration. We need to have an image also. And in the factory, an image, and it will be hard coded, or maybe not. It doesn't even need to be hard coded, so we can also have a mixture. So no, exactly like this image, but the items that it can have. Okay, so out and out, whoops, like this, like this, like this. What's more, like this, and like this. Is it good? Good. So let's just migrate fresh seed again, and if all went well, after a refresh we will get pictures, and we do. How they are, why are they taking much space? Height, oh yeah, I want to put the limit also, right? I mean, is it max width? Yeah. So maybe 300 pixels, not sure. Not much of a designer. Okay, so this is not so well. Let's put the maximum 500. Maximum. Hey, it's a maximum. I'm not saying it has to always have that much. Why was it working better without? Let's null the image. Ah, it was just because it didn't have no. Okay. So maybe I was going with too much, so let's say maximum is 150. Okay. But here it will be 320. And let me guess, if I do 320, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll just leave it like this for now. Okay. Adrian, so let's get back into that issue just to see if it's quick. I will delete these get collections. So async fetch. Oh, I was trying to destructure some objects from there before. Okay. So this dot collection paginator, it will still be okay. So maybe let's do this slash collections, and this will paginate collections, right? Nope, unexpected token in JSON at position 0. What happened? fetch with this $HTTP. Okay, let's do that. This $HTTP $get. We should have it, and I'm not sure if it will work. Cannot read properties of undefined reading get. Yeah, because I don't have the $HTTP. I don't have the $HTTP. Oh yeah, it's with the module Nuxt HTTP Adrian is reading. Yeah. So I'm not using that, so that's why. But I do have it with, but there is one to doing the, how is it called? Oh, I have Nuxt Axios. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, it should be API, and I guess we're back into square one, right? We go into collections, and here collection paginator is a promise. Okay, right, because I didn't wait for the solving of that. So I'll refresh, and now it's an array. And this is the silly stuff, because I'm getting the data in the paginator object, and this was the problem. I wanted the paginator object, all of it, all of the, yeah. So yeah, this is why I'm gonna forget about this for now and focus in here, because I resolve it in my helper. Okay, we can go back into that. I don't resolve it in my helper because when Axios, so in the helper, I just do that because Axios always gives you a response with a data, with the body of the response in a data key, you know? If I don't resolve it, if I do just like this, what will I get? Oh, the object. Oh, Adrian, you solved it, man. But what was the problem? Oh, right, because in the news page is the index dashboard. What is it called? Source pages dashboard. We have, look, here we have the data object. We didn't solve it, so we have all the response. You see? In this other page, not this, but this, I'm getting news, and then I'm setting news to data when I solve it from the response. This is because Axios, let me check, let me see again. Let's console log our response. So if you see, look, yeah, funny but not, right? The response, it has the status, the request reference to the request object, Axios config, and finally response headers, status, and data. So if we go to collections, we can see that we have the same. Each Axios request, it has a data with a data. Return a response, not the paginator directly in the controller. Well, but why? Let's inspect the network. Look, collections is already a response, right? If I were to change, because the paginator implements the toResponse or responsible interface, and it will do the right conversion. I don't think it's server side. Or maybe I'm not seeing something. Can you explain further? I think that the Nuxt fetch handler, if he finds a data key inside, it will return that. That's what I'm thinking. If both endpoints return the same kind of response, it should be parsed equally. But it's not the same kind of response because the news is an array, is not a paginator. So it does not have a data key, but it doesn't have to be a paginator object. I think just having the data key, it will return that. Oh, the fetch key. So this is what the fetch key is. So maybe if I leave it, maybe the default is data, right? Now probably I understood what is this. Fetch key. No, it's not that. I was thinking something else, never mind. Yeah. Yeah, it just grabs this data key, it's what I can find. It's what I can find. So yeah, let's go. Maybe let's revisit this in the future. Solve what's going on. What's going on with data key getting not overridden. Yeah. Even so, yeah, I'll just remove it. It can generate more confusion than it helps. Okay, so we have our object now, and what I'm wanting to do is let's make it renderless, and we can make the decision of how it looks each component, right? And we're already 1.5 hours in. Okay, so we need to start thinking of calling it a day. So let's find data iterators. Let me find something. Yeah, because we can make use of these. API for data iterator. Can we connect this with a item key? Items per page. Yeah, this is cool. Okay. What I would like to do... Oh, no problem, Adrian. Let's get back to this. I'd like to be sure what... I'm just assuming something, but I want to really be sure, right? Don't like not knowing what's going on. What's more? Yeah, let's find the renderless part of the thing. So this is the collections page. So in our components folder, I don't know, this will probably change for sure, but let's go with renderless. And when we have a view component, let's call it a paginator.view. We have a script, a style, and a template. Not sure if I follow. Adrian is commenting, now I know why I prefer to now work with Axios and all the stuff. Do you mean not work with Axios? Maybe it was a typo on the keyboard? Yeah, exactly. Maybe it just didn't take enough time. You got, I don't know. Yeah, but I know the feeling. Okay, so this paginator.view file, if we don't have a template function, okay, let's go part by part. So there's a row with a vcall. Yeah, let's just not show this v-row. So v false. And I want to use a component that it's called paginator. And the IDE was smart enough to import the paginator and declare it being used. So that's cool. Inside the paginator, I want to say hello from paginator. I will refresh. And sure enough, we have this paginator. So that's cool. We should put it in a card, right? But it's not so much important. But what I wanted to say is we can not give it a template, or something that will take precedence is the render function. And we will get a create element function. We can see it typically changed by H, which stands for hyper HTML. I think. View hyper, not sure. Why? Never mind. Never mind. I think it's hyper HTML. Changing the song. Maybe this is better. Okay, so now we could return H that is of type div. This would have the options, like the options API as an object, and the third argument would be children. But if the second argument is a string, it will be inner text. So hello from render function. And I think this will take precedence over what the Vue template compiler compiles from here, because the view loader will take the template section of the view file and smash it or convert it into render functions, these functions, but we can also write them. And if we do choose to write them, we sure do have hello from paginator now. And whoops, hello from render function. This is what we should have. Okay, so maybe I have to delete it. I saved. Yeah. Hyperscript. Yes, thank you, Adrian. I thought it wouldn't be hyper HTML. Yeah, hyperscript. Thank you so much. So if we delete the render function, we can delete from the template. And something that we can even do is just to turn paginator.view, we can use paginator.js and even not use the script tag, but we will use it. This was just to show that we could have a render function, and we will, but we'll not use anything. We'll return from the context a scoped slot, and it's gonna be the default. And what we give to the default scoped slot, it will be a prop to a new template. So that's why it's called, it's maybe a render prop in React, but it's a scoped slot in Vue. So it's going to be, okay, let's make it static. Let's make name and or paginator, it doesn't matter. So a message can be hello world. So if we now try to render, we cannot, because there's no slot in this paginator. So the default slot will have to, now we are using it, you see ASDAS, we're giving a slot that has that scope. So let's say instead of being here with the template, it's over here. So let's say hello everyone. So there's hello everyone, but I want to show the message, but I cannot. So I need to extract, or I need to reference this object that is passed into paginator, because it is. I'm just not getting it. Why? Because this state will try to bind into this context, because it's not receiving any context. So if I were to refresh, now I have an error. So I'm not sure if we can do this. I will try to do it right here. I think we cannot. Oh, I always forget. In between Vue 2 and Vue 3. Let me check. Okay, I wanted to find from the documentation, but maybe there's a cool article showing this. So. Okay, so this is to make a programmatic, it's not for the renderless. Okay, this is something that we cannot make in the template, so we need a programmatic use. But I think here will be easier. Yeah, props message, vnodes, so it's not here. So let me try. Oh, this is view 3 already, so it's similar, but let me go with scope slots. I think it's going to be vslot. Don't remember. Scope slots. Slot props from component slots. It's vslot. Yeah. I'm not sure if I will have it here. Vslot some name. But if we don't do anything, it's like the default. It will try to get from the default. And let's attribute what we will receive. It will be given here as scope. Alright? So let's try to render scope.message, and with any luck we'll be able to do this, and sure enough we do. Hello world. Hello everyone, and then hello world. So let's keep it like this. The paginator, it's only echoing the scope.message, and I want to get this out of the way, so let's do it like this. I want to put the class and doing margin top 12, if that works. Okay, so here we have the component. So what's so special when we can have this scoped slot is that we can bind reactive state. So let's gonna go with data. That is a function that returns an object, and let's keep the message over here. Let's say from data, and what I'm going to do is that the message is going to reference this dot message. So let's see what this results in, and hello world from data. So it's pointing here. And what more can we do? We can do methods, right? So let's say new message, I mean update message. Let's receive a message, and I'll correct it here. Let's make this dot message equals to the message received, and also we can point to a function. So notice that we are not invoking, we are just passing the reference to this handler. So update message, and what can we do? We can get it out of the scope. So our paginator does not know how to render, just as state and memory and functions, but we can decide that this paginator will have a button that at click it's going to call scope.update message. I have it in the copy, I guess, yeah, and it's going to be foo-bar, I don't know, foo-it, yeah. So if I come here, what happened? Oh, right, each component should have a single node, so there's that. We have to do this in Vue too, just having a single node for each component root. So hello world from data, I'm going to foo it, and sure enough it changed. And look how all this logic is abstracted in a component that does not have a render function. It's returning a scoped slot. So yeah, this way we can provide on this library, of course. This is we can provide some library and we can change it and use scope or not. We can do lots of stuff. I can make an input, so it's a vtext area with a vmodel of, what's the vmodel? It's going to be new message, right? And this vmodel is from the consumer. Let's have it here. It's empty. Whoops, new message. So let's vmodel. Where's the vmodel? New message. Okay. So if we refresh, we have text area. No, text input. The text field. Is it? Refreshing. Okay, we have a text field. And so from here we will get the new message that is bound to the upper component. So we can decide whatever we want and just get what we need from the it's supposed to be a child, but it's the child that is invoking functions in the parent. So these are like callbacks that will be run after. So if I say hello, it will change to hello, right? Yeah. We can also destruct here, so we can make it easier, just like with let's destruct update message and message. And we won't need to use the namespace scope or any other namespace, and we can still use it. Yeah, so there's that. And yeah, this is if we want to make, what could we make here? We could make, how can this become fun? So let's make the endpoint a prop. So I want to make a paginator to the endpoint. Oops, /collections, right? I do like the scope namespacing. I would prefer something smaller. I was once thinking of 2 underscores. It's it can be mixed with a translation from Laravel, so I'm just not so sure. So _s scope, it's whatever you want. It's a variable name that will be an object. It will have a reference to this object, and inside you will have what you reference. So yeah, this will work. So we'll have an endpoint. So inside the paginator, we'll have the paginator object, right? Paginator. That is going to have data that will be empty. So now maybe what can we do? We can have a method update data, right? When it's created, we do this dot update data, and we are going to use this API. Well, it's exactly the same method like outside, but this time we won't use collections, we will use this dot endpoint, and then our paginator is going to be what comes from the response. So yeah, there's that paginator. We can now expose update data, and we can say that paginator.data, right? It's this dot paginator.data. So yeah, we now come to this paginator endpoint, and we will just display whatever. It's just whatever we want. This component does not know how to render, and we will explain how it should render. So we can even do something cool. And to finish for today, we know that this has a title and a kind. Okay, so let's make it like this V card, right? I think it's, yeah, it doesn't matter. So let's make it a div. We have to put a div on top because of what I'm doing. It will be an iterable. Does it have a list? Did it have a list? Oh, it was a lots of V calls, right? So no biggie. Let's just make the card will be repeatable, and the V4 it will be a collection, but in our scope.data, and it's just paginating something and we'll retrieve it from there. So let's see how it comes, and sure enough we have our items paginated. I want to give them a class. And it's going to be margin top 4. I didn't want to paginate so many, so maybe let's, from the backend, we can, just for now, of course we will change that. So per page, let's make it just 3. And what's more, okay, we have 3. Also, we want to make it, so this is the parent, so I want to make a display flex and flex row. Do we have Tailwind already? We do. Oh, and from the last time, yeah, I had something wrong in Nuxt.config, and then I got it right. It was the Tailwind path. So I'm guessing we can use Tailwind directly also. So with a prefix, so Tailwind flex row, and sure enough we do have it. And margin Y 4. Okay, it doesn't exist, but TW margin it does. It should. margin Y. Oh, never mind. I wanted margin X. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Why didn't you work? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. No, but you should have, right? Okay, let me... Margin top, okay. So what if one of these... It's not in these. You should be screaming at me right now. So yeah, I want a margin X on each one of them. So yeah, Vuetify also has margin X. Okay, what am I going to do? Oh, TW gap for... Oh, in the parent. Nice, nice, nice. Thank you, Adrian. So refresh, and we do still get. It's a different scale, but yeah, it's perfect. Thank you, Adrian. Yeah, it's all the Tailwind utilities, just that it's prefixed with TW, so it does not make any collisions with Vuetify. So you have all the Tailwind stuff, just let's not make the pre-flight because Tailwind already does that. Let's put important and TW dash for the cases of collisions, but it will never happen. This was made following instructions from... There's a video from the Tailwind channel. Simon was doing it. I'm not sure where it was, but I think I left it. The reference. So yeah, there's that. Thank you. So what can we do more with this renderless? We can, for instance, so let's delete this view row. So say I'm gonna make another class, and now I'm going to use a paginator, but now the endpoint is going to be /news. And look at this. Oh yeah, I need the vslot. I don't need to say default when it's default. I'm just going to want to use the vslot somewhere. And what can I do? I can do a div, and I can do a v4, and then it's going to be a news item. What's the singular of news? I think it's news, right? I'm not sure. In scope.data, and what happens here? It happens that... What happens here? Yeah, I want to show a span, or let's make it div with 2 spans. It's going to have a vtext of news.title, and what's more in the news? Oh, we should have it here, so let's see. Collections, there's the second paginator. We already have them. Body and title. So where's the thing? Key equals index. Foo bar. Why aren't you showing? What? Endpoint. We already have those. We even have the 2 paginators, right? Oh, it's an array? Oh, right, because the news are not paginating. Okay, so let's go to the news controller, and well, can we make a paginator object? Or maybe, is it make? with items. Okay, so maybe we can get this. Paginator make with the items. So maybe this is good. And options, items per page. Yeah, I don't care. We just have 2 even. So do we get the paginator? Oh, we don't. We go to news and undefined method, paginator make. So paginator. Shouldn't we be able to make one? Laravel docs. If I wanted to make, I just want to return something with a data. For now, it's just for you to see. So, no, I have to go to the API, right? So, docs. Where's the API docs? I always forget. Paginator. Link to our paginator. So if I wanted to make a new one, damn, I'm not sure. Link to our paginator. Just wrap it with a data key. Yeah, I was thinking that. Thank you, Adrian. Yeah, great minds think alike, right? Okay, so let's get this. Whoop. Inside an array. Laravel will serialize. Yeah. Laravel will serialize this correctly. And I'll make another paginator with another model. Multiple root nodes. Why is that? Because, yeah, we put the v4, correct? We put the v4 in the top, and we should not. So if I wrap it with the root, sure enough, we now have the news coming from the backend. And what's funny is we can make, for instance, in the, yeah, I'm going to take lots more time, but I guess you get the picture. We can have, like, to go to the next page, right? I'll just make the paginator. I'll get it from Vuetify. So there are plenty of paginations, so let's get one. So we need a current page, and where is that? It's inside our paginator component. And where's the current page? Where is the current page? There we go, paginator. No, it has to be the first one, that it's an original paginator. Current page. So yeah. Paginator component also. Paginator. So we're getting it already, and the V model is going to be our paginator scope dot paginator dot current page. So if all went well, we now have a pagination that we should be able to change it. But of course, this could have different looks on each component. So okay, so now we don't have, oh, we have a circle. Yeah, so this is just to demonstrate that we can do lots of stuff. What happened here? What happened here? Paginator.current page. Oh, right. I think I know what's going on. So there's data and there's current page. Will it be this? No, no, no. Underscore underscore is not defined on the instance. Oh, thank you so much, Adrian. You're an amazing wingman. So vcard, the end of the vcard. Let's go. Nice. Yeah. Okay, so now it's not so good. We need to wrap this probably inside the div, and now it can be flex call. So I guess we need to pass this inside, and here it's just gonna be flex call. And is it okay? It is. So yeah, so now we can see with the same component we are just able to go, and not today, but we will put the pagination working for different entities and whatnot, and we might reuse all of this logic throughout the application, just by saying, hey, go to the server, take care of this endpoint, and this is what I want the looks of it. So yeah, I'm happy with this for today. I will start thinking about calling it a day. Please let me know your thoughts, any questions. Soon I will be finishing, yeah. I mean, not soon, just right now. Let me know if any questions. Yeah. Oh, I love it, Adrian. It's very nice that I have the opportunity to be having fun and meeting people and enjoying hanging out and learning new stuff on both directions all the time. Let's keep continuing this. I think it can be a good project to make a starter boilerplate for people to use, and you just come here and you just change how you want stuff to look, your controllers. Yeah, I think it's going to be nice. Okay guys, so just Adrian is replying, so I guess other people are busy doing their own stuff. Oh, it's show also. So are you going to manage the pagination via query strings? Yep, I think so. It's how they will work. I didn't give much thought about this, but what is here to think about is that the query strings are going to be inside this endpoint, right? They will come in the paginator we have here. I think what you mean is if we can on the top page to have the paginator name something and all the query params for both the paginators in the top URL. I think it's this that you are asking, because it's the more complex scenario. Or are you just asking if I will use query params to paginate items? Because, well, the most simple case will be just to use just not to being able to here to change nothing or to visit any state of pagination, but it's also possible. But I'm still not sure if I'm going directly to the more complex scenario, just because what is it? Maybe if we want to have multiple paginators, what is that? Oh, eloquent resources, so it's not this. I guess it can be. Well, I'm not sure. Oh, there was manually creating a paginator. Okay, so I don't remember, Joe. Oh yeah, you already answered, sorry. Precisely, since you're going to have two paginators instances on the same page. Yeah, we can give a name to the paginator, and on that way there will be a long query string, but it's possible to have both. Let me check. It's coming from a Stack Overflow, but hopefully is it this, the name? Let me check. It can't be this one, it has to be on this one. Yeah, it's the page name. So this is what is going to be. So the third parameter page, so let's say collection. If I were to refresh, I think the top paginator, yeah, you see the query params is having collection instead of just page. Oh, this is not doing. So collection paginator, let's say collection page. If I refresh, we would have, what is that? Sorry. Oh, on the top, yeah. Collection page 1, collection page 17. So this way we can control both. Of course, we could keep in sync with the query params in the router, so that when we refresh, like if we go to page 5 and 4, you want to refresh and not lose the state of each page, right? So yeah, that's totally doable. Oh, you answered already. All right, looking forward to this. Is it going to be in the next stream? Hopefully, yes. I think I will do this until the end. This component, so I will. This is already all open source and put. I will upload again or commit to the repo. The purpose for the current component that I'm building is to do a paginator that allows to search, simple search, maybe later an advanced. I like very much the search, and this is also going to be a renderless component, so a view query builder, just like from Daniel's, yeah, something like this, where we can add rules and groups and all kinds of more complex queries, yeah, and or clauses, yeah. So coming back, simple search, displaying by grid or list, and how does a grid or list looks. This is the scope for the component, and of course if we have two components in the same page, it would be nice to be able to handle them correctly. So I'm not sure if we will be able to cover everything on the first page, on the next stream, but we'll see about that. Okay, guys. So closing for today. It's 2 hours long. Whoa, so much. Thank you so much. It means a lot that you are still there. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thanks for watching also, Adrian, Joe, and everyone else. Watching live, watching at home, after the replay. I hope this can give you opportunity to go back and learn how everything was done. If you are watching after the live, yeah, this is cool. Okay, guys. So already popping up the end stream. So no more questions. I want to thank you again for watching. I'm reminding you there's the GitHub repo already open source. You can do everything. Let me know if you can put it to run. I will commit just right now. So let's finish episode. This is from the other series. I think this is episode 5, right? Let me check. So YouTube, I think this is number 5. Yeah. So episode 5, I will just do a dirty commit. Oh, this is develop. So git switch main, git merge develop. Oh, git switch main. Oh, why is it 30? Oh, I'm inside another folder, so this should be done. So git switch main, git merge develop, git push. Should be done now. So GitHub repo view in web. Let me check. And yeah, changes done 29 seconds ago, and also 1 minute ago it was in the other repo, in the other folder. So yeah, reminding you guys, we can already go and try to use the repo. Let me know if anything is missing, if you can put it to run, all of that. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Joe, also for watching. Enjoy your afternoon also. And guys, this is it. Going to have the dinner now. I wish you also nice end of afternoon. Good night. See you hopefully tomorrow or after tomorrow. I'll be streaming again. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe and keep watching, and come and join. It's always a pleasure to have you around. Goodbye, guys. Happy streaming. See you soon.